Okay, welcome in tonight, everyone. We are going to be starting Metroid Fusion for the GBA. This is actually one of my favorite games on the Game Boy Advance. In general, I'm just kind of a big Metroid fan, with the exception of the Prime games. Never really was my thing. But I figured before we jump into Dread, we might as well play the game that picks up right before it. Probably should have done that with Super Metroid, but fuck it, I don't feel like going back further and further. So, I'm gonna go ahead and set that so it doesn't blow out my speakers. Probably should have used the horror background, because I do think this is a horror game. I've been assigned to watch over the biological research team. So I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returned to the station, where a disaster struck. Once the X had infected my central nervous system, I lost consciousness, and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. The ship's emergency system automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biological vessels recovered it and transported me to a Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic compounds of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then, someone found a cure. They proposed using the Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seemed that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. As for me, one life ended and I survived reborn. Yeah, I love the art of this game. It's something different. Pondering this fact, I realized I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biological Space Labs, or BSL research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit after. Regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocketed the station for some reason. This awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. I forgot they bring up Adam in this game. I think this might be the first time they bring up Adam. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suits infected by the X-parasite. The cause of the explosion is yet unclear. Investigate the quarantine bay. In here, move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now, go to the quarantine bay. The controls are all messed up. 1 second. Okay, I guess they are working fine. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but... The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X-parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X-parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine works so quickly and so well. But it also has changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb many free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever possible. The station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I'm already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chances of survival are extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now get going. I've released the lock to level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. Exactly, she's got debt she's got to repay. I've received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have the data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help against some enemies your beams can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Your objective's clear, yep. With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on missions. For anyone else, I would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named my computer after him. Okay, yeah, I don't like that. I need to fix these controls. 1 second, everyone. Okay, finally got it fixed. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge biosigns, so I hope the missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use the recharge room or absorb a special type of X parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Is your objective clear? Yes. Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now find a way to get to the target. Already got our first upgrade. Okay, I gotta remember that they can just fucking respawn like that. Got our second missile tank upgrade. Damn, okay, so we already got an energy tank. I didn't realize that you get an extra health this early on. Cool, got our morph ball. So we can essentially crouch now. We'll say it is taking a little bit to get used to these controls. Sam, it's as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by the X-parasites. Sector 1 SRX shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of SR-388's ecosystem. To get there, Take the main elevator to this access shaft and use elevator 1. Use the navigation room just inside for further briefings. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion. Oh shit, we can't even go through there. The main elevator leads to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful, certainly not human. I'll report when I know more. Now listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizer. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Now get moving. I love the parasite Samus in this, or I think it's called the SAX. Okay, we don't have that. Atmospheric stabilizer online, 4 units still malfunctioning. I can't wait to get the charge shot. Atmospheric stabilizers online, 2 units malfunctioning. So many missile packs we're already finding. Hey, Zero, welcome in. Look. Charge beam. Finally, okay. So we're gonna have to deal with an annoying fucking sound from now on, but... Did it make my beam bigger, too? One unit's still offline. Okay, so it's probably there in the corner. We'll double check. Oh no, it's here. Okay. All stabilizers online, atmospheric levels equalized. Oh, okay, that's why I can't be there. Okay. So yeah, guess it's just back up to that one area. atmospheric stabilization online, but many X have already made it into other sectors, it seems. In particular, Sector 2, TRO, the tropical habitat, shows abnormalities. I suspect the X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. He or it may be in TRO now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this. Is your objective clear? Yes. Start moving. I'll brief you at TRO navigation room. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer too. I've learned the identity of our mysterious saboteur. Samus, it's an X mimicking you. I have named it the SAX. I believe the SAX came from a capsule containing your infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster, but the SAX is definitely our biggest worry right now. The SAX is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see an SAX, just run. Don't think about fighting. You're still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroids, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SAX is armed with the ice beam. Stay away. If you see it, just run. HQ says they have bomb data ready at the data room. Bombs will help you find ways out if the SAX traps you. The data room is here, but it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release it. The level 1 locks. But, per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. You have to find it on your own somehow, Samus. So, first find security room 1 and unlock it. Then go to data room and get the bomb data. Keep an eye out for the SAX. Pretty sure I'm gonna need bombs. Yeah. Okay, we can get through the blue doors now. Bomb data downloaded. Morph into a ball and press B. Last thing we want to do is face that thing at low health. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay, was not paying attention to my health. I'd like to at least make it to the next boss before calling it for the night. Like, we started a lot later than I wanted to, which means, that I can't probably do my normal full 2 hours. So I had to have missed something in and around here. I do remember this being like a choking point for me whenever I first played this. Is that another 4? Which game did you want to use it for? Code Veronica will do. There we go. Oh, I thought I could do that, but I guess not. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. Got the high jump, got the jump ball. Okay, I gotta go that way. I felt like it would have been a secret area. Samus, we've got trouble. Releasing the security lock may have been a bad idea. The SAX has invaded the water environment of Sector 4. Aqua, with several thousand X. While the blue hatches are active, the SAX slipped in easily. The creatures in the system Sector 4 are already showing multiple irregularities I'm currently investigating. I'll brief you in the navigation room when you arrive. Sector 4. Okay, we're probably going to go there and then I'll call it a night. The SAX, an enemy with my strongest abilities, but does it have reason? Probably not. It's just a killing machine. In my current state, I can't face it head on. The SAX is me, only heartless. I must stop it before it learns its potential and threatens the universe. This sector has taken more damage than expected. I knew the X were powerful and destructive, but still, this seems to be purposeful. We certainly can't rule out the possibility that the XX has a high degree of intelligence. I find the X fascinating, especially the SAX, but I digress. This sector is home to a very large creature, the research called Ceres. It's capable of moving and attacking at ultra high speed. Wait, we fight Ceres already? It's the one I'm thinking of. The more senseless and widespread destruction may be attributed to Ceres. No doubt the SAX released it, but it can't be sure why yet. Ceres has returned often to the breeding tank here. Its natural behavior must be to go back to it periodically. It's a valuable specimen, but you have been authorized to terminate it. If you don't, it may invade other sectors. Is your objective clear? While you're moving, be careful. Some broken power nodes have electrified the water, but we can't cut the power. Doing so would affect the whole station adversely. If you touch the water, you'll be electrocuted. Conserve energy as you go. Alright everyone, I'm going to go ahead and call it here for tonight. I want to thank you all for stopping by, liking, sharing, following, keeping the chat alive, and I will see you all back here tomorrow, hopefully around 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we will be playing more Metroid Fusion.